I'm back. I know I've been missed. Just kidding. No one cares. Guys, it's been a year since I've made a little video I like to call Being Ugly Sucks and I Wish I Was Pretty, or something like that. Well, let me just say, hey, good to see you. I cannot believe it's been a year. It feels like just yesterday I was sitting right in this spot talking about my little feelings. Just to catch you up on my life. I don't live here anymore. This is my parents' house. I'm visiting because I feel like it, because I'm a good daughter. And yeah, as you can see, the clown painting is gone. It's in my apartment. I still have it. It's still crooked. The glass broke because it just fell in the middle of the night, so that's fun. But the clown is not here right now, kind of sad. But everything else is like the same vibe. It's kind of funny that I'm back where I was. My hair is orange. I don't know what to say about that, but it is. And we just have to accept that. So, I like it. I think it's like kind of like a clown vibe, almost Frizzle from the Magic School Bus vibe. Anyways, I'm slightly more mentally stable, which I know you're not going to believe because of everything I've just said. However, I think I am. So I don't really remember what I said in the other video because I'm not going to rewatch it because I don't feel like it. But there's like so many fun vlogs on my channel that I like to rewatch, but I don't know why this one is the one that's like recently popped off. But if you want a fun time, go watch some old vlogs with my old friends. Like, that's fun. That video is not really fun, but people seem to like it. So this is why I'm making this video, to let people know what's going on a year later. I still get DMs about it, and it recently like got a spike in like views and comments and stuff, so I thought I would address the elephant in the room. Me. I do be the elephant. So Being Ugly Sucks, I Wish I Was Pretty. I'm not going to go over the exact points of the video because I don't remember and I'm not going to watch it. But I know the gist of it. Also, there's another video called something about like, I think I'm an entity, I'm not a real person. So I'm kind of addressing both of those videos now. Do I still think I'm ugly? Yes. Now, this ain't something I'm going to outgrow in a year. This takes time to accept and grow. So I'm in the process of growing. I've accepted what I look like, which is hard to do. I don't look like Madison Beer. Love you, girl. We're friends on TikTok. I don't look like her. I don't look like her. I don't look like Addison Rae. I don't look like Kylie Jenner. I don't look like them. I accept that. I'm not fishing for compliments either. So everyone that said that in my last video can literally shut up. I'm like venting my feelings to you and you're like, you just want a compliment. I'm like, no, I don't. Which brings me to my second point, which is being ugly sucks and I wish I was pretty. Do I still wish I was pretty? And that, the answer is no. I don't want to be pretty anymore. Let me explain to you why, and hopefully this can enlighten anybody else who's feeling the same way. There have been times, rarely, where a boy will like me and he will approach me and try to talk to me. And just because of the way I look, because I know I'm not a model, but I guess some people do find me attractive. I accept that as well. I'm somebody's type, you know? Everybody is. When people approach me that I don't like, because I need to get to know people's personalities. I'm not like a visual learner type of thing. So when they approach me, I get uncomfortable. I'm like, I don't like when people just see how I look and are like, I want to date you, I'm gonna talk to you. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather talk to somebody and then realize that we have similar interests and that we like each other. But when it's just based off looks, it feels kind of icky to me. And I realized that if I was pretty, I would have to deal with that so much more because I hardly have to deal with that now. Once a blue moon, it'll happen and I'll be like kind of uncomfy for a second, and then they move on because I'm not like the type that you'd be obsessed over. So it's like kind of like fun being ugly because I can just get away with being like a bruh friend. You know what I mean? Like, so many guys just see me as their wingman, as their whatever, and I'm just like, okay, whatever, like, it's cool. I don't like being a third wheel. I don't like being the only ugly girl in a group of pretty girls with boys around because the boys will ignore me and treat me like not a person. Like, I want to be treated as a person. I don't want to be yearned after or lusted after just based off of my looks. But I also don't want to be disrespected, ignored, because I'm funny. Like, if you're laughing at this boring ass girls, not to like hate on other girlies, but some girls aren't funny. Where I got to phone call. Anyways, where was I? Some people aren't funny. So if a guy who I know is like a funny person is fake laughing at some other girl's jokes because he wants to get in her pants, I'm gonna get mad because I'm like, I don't care. I don't want you like that, but I want you to laugh at my jokes. Don't want to be a part of your flirty game, your fake ass heterosexual game. I'm straight, but I know when it's happening because I'm a part of it as well. I don't want to participate. Gross. She's not funny, don't lie to her. That's not why you're interested in her. And don't pretend it is. And the other way around as well, girls. Do not laugh at a boy's jokes if he's not funny. Unless you think you're gonna get murdered. Then you laugh. You will laugh your little ass off so that man does not kidnap you. Because we've all been there. Anyway, it's getting a little off topic. So, I don't want to be pretty. I don't. I'm okay with how I look because I don't want to deal with being pretty. It's not easy. I've learned through witnessing other people. I live in LA. I've lived in LA for almost a year now because I moved out shortly after that video was made. I've seen it. Like, I get the how LA people are. It's rough. I'm so glad to be in LA and just be a frumpy little girl people don't want to sleep with because I don't want to sleep with them. You know what I mean? The only time it sucks being ugly is when there is someone you're interested in. When you do have a connection, when you're both funny, when you both like each other, when you're both like you're on the same level, but they don't think you're pretty and they'd rather go for pretty girls without personalities. That's when it gets kind of hard because it's like, oh, that sucks. Like, you are such a funny, good person, but you would rather go for someone who's not in the same personality as you, who's a different type, just because you want someone pretty. That kind of sucks, but if that's how they are, they're not the person for you. Even though they might seem like it, clearly they're not. And I'm learning that, and you should learn it too. I see a lot of people relating to my video, which is sad. We're very sad here. But I think it's just like part of growing up and learning that you're not a model. You know, it's like hard to be like, oh, I'm not Kylie Jenner. Yikes. What am I gonna do? Like, how am I gonna exist in this world where society standards are pushed upon me? I'm gonna change my whatever, I'm gonna do this and this and this. I've just kind of learned not to do that. I always wanted to keep my hair normal colors. I did dye it red at the end of high school, but that was like for attention. And then I regretted it, and I wanted it to fade, and it didn't. So, overtone, it's very strong hair color. This is also overtone. I only recommend if you really want the color, because it sticks to my hair like glue, and I thought it would fade. Anyways, but I wanted to stick to like natural colors, because first of all, I'm going into like the acting entertainment industry. You need to be like easily branded. If I want to be on a Disney show, I can't have crazy hair. And also because I feel like that's what is expected of me from like adults. Like, I'm so scared of like my parents' friends and adult people telling me that I look weird. So I've always kept my hair, for a while it was long and it was the natural. It was always, I dyed it a lot, but I dyed it blonde, I dyed it light brown, I dyed it dark brown, you know what I mean? Like, it was always a pretty normal color. And when I dyed it red, I regretted it and immediately tried to dye it back to brown, and eventually I did, and then like it was a process, but I got it there. I lived like that for a long time, no piercings, just like trying to look normal, because I have curly hair and I'm not trying to like get attention, like, oh my god, I have curly hair, I'm so oppressed. But like, I have curly hair, and it's not like fun curly hair, it's like annoying curly hair that looks ugly in the morning, ugly and frizzy, and it's just not like natural, pretty straight hair. And so I have always felt like I have to work extra hard to look normal than other people. Whereas if you have pin straight brown hair, get a piercing, who cares? You're still gonna look normal. Do your makeup weird, who cares? You know what I mean? So I felt pressure to try to look more normal. Also, I am straight, despite contrary to popular belief. And I feel like I just don't look straight. And I know I don't. You don't have to tell me, oh my god, I thought you were gay. Like, I thought that too. Like, oh my god. I know you did. I don't even need to tell me. I know. It's okay. I don't take it as an insult. I'm not in 6th grade anymore where people saying I look like a lesbian is an insult to me. It's really not. Lesbians are kind of sick. But it's not true. So it's like I don't want to perpetrate that I am and try to benefit off of like bi culture and lesbian culture by pretending that I am. I'm not. So I've always tried to make myself look more straight because I'm worried that people will take it too far, and it's just not who I am, and you can't force me to be. So it's like I know, I know. I'm the John Mulaney of women. God flipped all the switches on gay except for the last one that is gay and then sent me out into the world. And so I have to live with that, and you do as well. So I've always been scared of doing anything weird. I almost shaved my head recently because I came to the conclusion that I don't want to value myself based off of my looks. And I just want to be able to be content with who I am. I don't want to be obsessed with my looks. I don't want to be worried about it. Because honestly, being insecure is the most narcissistic thing. Because when you're so insecure that all you focus on is yourself, it sucks. It sucks to be that kind of narcissistic. I'd rather be like, I love myself. But neither are good. It's good to be in the middle, I think, where it's like not a concern, but it's also not like your priority is your looks. I just want to naturally be okay. And it's hard when you have like curly hair and you need a little bit of makeup to look good. I'm actually not wearing any makeup. But when you feel like you need makeup to look good. So I've been trying to accept that. I wanted to shave my head, but I've realized that growing it out is gonna be a pain, so I'm not gonna do that. But I was like, let's bleach my head to my roommate. And I just bleached my hair, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ginger. I just decided that I want to be ginger, and I meant to do a little more. When I first did it, it was like bright, bright, bright. Now it's kind of toned down a little bit, but I wanted it to be more natural color because, again, I told you I'm worried about doing weird colors because I don't want to get boxed in as something. And it ended up like a crazy orange, and honestly, I kind of like it. And also, furthermore, I have gained like 20 pounds, I guess. I haven't weighed myself since I made the last video. And I've always had a problem with food and with weight because I was a chunky kid, and so I was pressured to lose weight, and I started working out but only to lose weight, which is not why you should work out in my humble opinion, unless you're like severely overweight and it's like a really big health concern. But you should work out to feel good. And I don't like to do running and push-ups. I like to play sports and play tennis and play basketball and stuff like that, like do something fun, activity. And I realized that I just didn't want to work out for the past year because I knew I'd be doing it for the wrong reasons. If I do sit-ups, if I do crunches, if I go to the gym, I'm doing it to get skinny. I'm not doing it to be healthy and fit and strong, which is why I should be doing it. And so it's taken me this time, and I finally had a place where I've seen myself at what I believe like the biggest I've been in a while after eating. We're in quarantine, you know, we all gained that quarantine 15, you know what I'm saying? And I looked at myself in the mirror and I'm like, I don't hate how I look with a little bit of chunk. You know what I mean? Like my arms, just because they're not like how they were last year this time or whatever, just because I have a little like, it's like literally who cares? Nobody cares. People will still love you. People will still have sex with you. People, not that I would know, people will still value you as a person, even if you have a little bit of weight on your bones or the other way around. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter. Like it's okay. And I looked at myself and I'm like, I don't hate myself like this. Okay, good. Now I'm gonna start being a little more healthy because I'm not doing it to be skinny. I know I'm not doing it to be skinny. I'm doing it to get fit. I'm not gonna lose this weight. I'm gonna like muscle it up. You know what I mean? Like it's not my goal. And I think that's all I could ask. That's all I want to be, is at this place. So I'm very content with those feelings about myself. So I've 2 out of 3 of the things that I've talked about I have come around on. My weight, my need to be pretty, but I still don't think I'm attractive. I still think I'm ugly. Now, a lot of people said I was fishing for compliments. I'm not. Okay? A lot of people said, if you're ugly, then what am I? And I feel like that's just so bizarre to hear because I genuinely think I'm ugly, and it's so weird to be like, have people saying that they're like, think you're lying. It's like, really? You think I'm lying about that? Like, have you seen me? Like, I don't know. Like, I know that I look a little more put together, I would say, in this video. Last video, my hair was up. I think I was crying. I don't remember. If I wasn't in the video, it was before I was wearing like a jacket. It was like no makeup. I'm not wearing makeup now either, but I think my skin might have cleared up a little bit. I don't know. I just feel better this time around than I did last time. It was also like 2 in the morning when I filmed it last time. I recommend watching that video if I haven't said that already. You might want to go watch it if you want to understand what I'm talking about at all, or not, whatever. So, I still don't feel like I'm pretty. I think that's okay. I don't know if I'm gonna get there, but I'm just working towards being content and just being able to live my life and not worry about superficial, not look in every reflection surface as I walk by and be like, ooh, and now I feel bad all day. You know what I mean? Like, that's my goal. I think that has been my goal from the beginning. But now I just realized that my goal isn't to be pretty. It's not. It's really not. I don't want your attention. I don't want your pity. You don't have to say that. If you know what I mean. Like that's not why I'm. That's not why I made the original. And that's not why I'm making this one. It's just to talk about how I'm feeling. I've done that before on my YouTube. I've talked about boys. That has gotten me in trouble. I will not be doing that again. Just kidding, I will. I'm gonna marry Shane Top. Just manifesting it that like he's the one for me. Don't tell him I said that because I don't want this to like mess up our relationship or anything, because I know it's gonna happen. I know you're thinking, aren't you a little young? Isn't he kind of famous? Yeah, he's not that famous, so it's like fine. Like it'll work out because like I'll work my way up. You know what I mean? Don't tell him I said that. Nobody talk to him and tell him that the weird little orange-haired girl who makes YouTube videos about feeling ugly has a little crush on him. I'm just manifesting it. Anyways, that's like besides the point. Don't tell him about that. If this ever comes up, if he ever sees this, that was all a joke. I'm kidding. Oh my god, you're crazy. You thought it was for real? Oh my god, I would never date a muscular, funny, good-looking, talented, educated man. That'd be so weird. Anyways, yeah. I'm getting to be content. I don't know if that's the conclusion people wanted. I got like a good amount of hate on that video for just fishing for compliments. I don't know, I just can't get over that. It's so bizarre to me. If you think that's what's happening, you're wrong. How you feel about yourself is your business, but how I feel about myself is my business. You know what I mean? If you think you're uglier than me, that's in your head. Like, and I think I'm uglier than you, that's how I feel. To the people who are younger, I will end it with this. If you're like a kid or a young girl or boy or anyone in between or neither, if you feel ugly, that's okay. It's okay to feel not 100%. If you're young, you're also still growing. So this isn't how you're gonna look forever. You know what I mean? Even though people will still recognize you. My big thing was I always wanted to change so much that people didn't even know who I was. I was like, I need to look completely different. Get that out of your head. You're never gonna look completely different. You will look the way you look. I think you just need to accept it. Look at yourself in the mirror, be like, that's me. Once you learn to accept it, I think you can move past it and start enjoying your life, because you don't want to be narcissistic and selfish your whole entire life. That's not a way to live, and I'm not there yet either. So like, I'm with you on that. We'll see you in a year, see how we're doing. But that's what you should strive for, in my opinion. You know what I mean? If you're asking. Because honestly, it's not about being ugly or pretty. It's honestly not. It's about who you are as the inside. People will treat you different because of how you look. We get that. Pretty privilege exists. It's not as good as white privilege. Let's be honest. Black Lives Matter. Link in my Instagram bio to go donate or charity or something. I have something in my bio probably for Black Lives Matter movement. Check my stories. Anyways, not the point, but also it is the point. Abolish the police. Anyways, what was I saying? It's not about that. It is, but it's not, because you're not going to date every single person. So why do you need every single person to find you attractive? I get that there's a privilege with it, and maybe you get some free drinks, maybe they'll treat you a little better. The thing is, you must have the confidence to demand respect. If you have the confidence, it doesn't have to mean you think you're pretty. You just have to think of yourself as worth talking to, worth being listened to, worth being respected. That's the goal. If you insert yourself and you don't need to think you're pretty, you don't need to be confident in your looks, you need to be confident in yourself, in how you're spoken, in the things that you're saying and why they're important or why they're funny or why they matter or why you should be allowed to speak. That's on you. That's on your brain. That's the goal. You don't have to be completely content with how you look right now, because I know it's not that easy to do, because hello, I haven't done it yet. Maybe next year I'll have some groundbreaking advice to how to love yourself. I don't this time. I just have some tips, and that's what I will leave you with. It's been a year. If you're following me on this journey, thank you. I appreciate every single person who subscribes to my YouTube, who follows my TikTok, who follows my Instagram, who just supports me as a person and as an artist and as a person. And I hope you enjoyed this little rant. I don't do them much anymore. I live with another person and I don't have my own room, so it's not like as easy to just like set up a camera and talk and not have any interruptions. But here you go. Here's one. Yeah. That's all I have to say, I think. You guys should love yourself because you're a human being worth being loved, not because of how you look, not because of your skin, not because of the makeup you wear or don't wear, or because the clothes you wear or don't wear, or because of your hair and how it's cut or how it's not cut, or how it's curly or how it's straight, or how it's kinky or how it's short or how it's bald or how you don't have any hair. You have so much hair. It's not about that. It's about your character, dog. It's about your character. And I live by that. Okay, bye. I guess.